So I decided to play through Amanda the Adventurer 3 and use Hamlin as my answer every single time. I decided to make this because I know a lot of you would be interested in seeing what happened, since we got some interesting responses in the previous Amanda the Adventurers for answering with Hamlin. Before I get into this video though, if you could consider leaving a like on this. Let's see if we can get this video to surpass 500 likes. The support is greatly appreciated, everyone. And heck, maybe even leave a comment of your thoughts about this. So yeah, like I mentioned, I played through the game and used Hamlin as my answer every single time. As some of you may know, in the past Amanda the Adventurers, if you use Hamlin as an answer, you get a secret response. Unfortunately, in Amanda the Adventurer 3, you don't get any secret responses for using Hamlin. It's kind of a letdown. There's not many secret answers you can put in Amanda the Adventurer 3. That's one thing that I was pretty disappointed about with Amanda 3, but there was some great out of it. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the greats of what we got to know more about with Hamlin. There's some secret tapes that you can find in Amanda 3 that, you know, explain more about the Hamlin backstory. Unfortunately, we didn't get any secret answers. Like I mentioned, I thought this was going to be a secret answer because it was like perfect amount of letters we could use to type in Hamlin, and she responds with this.
Wow, and that really makes them feel better. Okay.
But yeah, she responds with that every single time, see?
When your friend is sad, how do you cheer them up? Wow, and that really makes them feel better. Okay.
Yeah, a little let down. I thought I got a secret answer at least once, but no. But yeah, let's go ahead and get more into the lore. As you may know, in Amanda 3, we are playing in the Hamlin headquarters. This is like their secret headquarters underneath the library of Kinsdale. And they're doing some very evil things down here. We're going to be starting off this showcase with this secret room over here. If you type in 543A-T-A-67. Oh yeah, 67. Oh yeah! Just kidding. You can find a camcorder, which just seems to be Amanda's or Sam's old room. Not positive which one. You can also find this purple elephant, which this was Amanda's favorite toy. She actually talks about this in Amanda 3. Check this out.
I know I played this game, and someone reached up and pulled down a purple elephant, and it was my favorite toy back at my house.
We don't have any toys like that at the house.
No, at my other house.
Hey, let's go have some fun. Come on, I'll race you to the rides.
Yeah, this purple elephant. You know, now that I think about it, looking back at it, she did say at her old house, which this was like her house here. So I think this is actually Amanda's room, not Sam's. Anyways, you can also find this note right here that's from Sam. Looks like she kept a hold of this. And here's what it says. This is sad. Rebecca, honey, I am so proud of you, and I know that our friends are taking care of you while I'm away. You could trust them, sweetheart. Have fun and do your best, just like you always do. Daddy loves you and is always thinking about you. I'll see you again soon. Dude, yeah, this is so sad. And also you could find a camcorder in here that you can pick up. I tried investigating around with this to see if it would trigger any kind of secret, and well, I couldn't find anything that this triggered. If you guys know what this might trigger or you have an idea, feel free to jot it down below in the comments. But as far to my knowledge at the moment, this doesn't trigger any kind of secret, which is unusual. Why would the developers have us pick this up if it doesn't trigger anything? I really do think it triggers a secret somewhere around. But yeah, I think this was the camcorder that was used for the Amanda the Adventurer show. Anyways, carrying on here. Now let's get into the secret tapes. There's a few here that I want to cover. As you can see, I collected them all. So check this one out, the green one.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. On behalf of Hamlin Entertainment, I am here today to address recent allegations that our program, Amanda the Adventurer, has an adverse effect on children. In our ongoing efforts to provide high-quality, educational children's entertainment, we are committed to transparency. And as such, we are proactively connecting with you, our Kensdale community. A thorough, concerted investigation has shown that a very small number of viewers may have underlying conditions that cause sensitivity to our advanced animation techniques. This slight fraction of our audience is notably susceptible to the groundbreaking but simulated interactivity. It's our understanding that these individuals became erroneously convinced that the characters were speaking directly to them and subsequently exhibited disturbing behaviors. Children without these underlying conditions should provide high-quality, educational children's entertainment. We are committed to transparency. And as such, we are proactively connecting with you, our Kensdale community. A thorough, concerted investigation has shown that a very small number of viewers may have underlying conditions that cause sensitivity to our advanced animation techniques. This slight fraction of our audience is notably susceptible to the groundbreaking but simulated interactivity. It's our understanding that these individuals became erroneously convinced that the characters were speaking directly to them and subsequently exhibited disturbing behaviors. Children without these underlying conditions showed no such sensitivity to these behaviors. However, to address concerns for the safety of our audience and the security of our mission, we are destroying any remaining physical copies of episodes to which this small number of sensitive individuals react. If you have in your possession any of these tapes, we encourage you to turn them into our production offices to avoid further exposure. In exchange, we will be pleased to provide your family with an exclusive gift pack featuring beloved Hamlin characters, Astronaut Mike, and Nellie the Triceratops. Again, please do not attempt to keep any of these episode recordings or to share them with others. If viewed by sensitive individuals, they may have negative effects. As always, we at Hamlin remain committed to helping children grow and learn in a healthy way. Thank you.
How many children were affected?
So, Hamlin rep there is full of baloney. They do not care about the children. That was just them putting on a smiling face, acting like they care. Because look at this whole setup they got down here, underneath the library. And not only that, they're using children as subjects. This right here is a bunch of different children that they have studied. Like here, stress, aloof, stubborn, and too dependent on caretakers. Behavioral treat, chocolate cake. Yeah, this is actually a secret that you can trigger to get one of the secret tapes, which I'll be getting into here in a little bit. But you have to drop off these certain kinds of food in front of their chambers that they are in, like what we find Amanda in. And not to mention, they got a whole satanic thing going down inside this place, deeper inside it. Like, what the heck? Satanic rituals are also happening down here. I mean, freaking A. No, they do not care about the children. What's going on here? Only thing they care about with the children is using them as their test subjects. Anyways, next up here, let's get into this secret tape that you can get for placing the food in front of the children's chambers. Once we learn, the kind of food they like. Check this out. It's this blue tape you find in the fridge after doing that.
3 years after taking over production, Hamlin Entertainment has pulled the plug on beloved community TV show Amanda the Adventurer. Once a modest public access children's program, Amanda the Adventurer was purchased from local producer Sam Colton and became a high-tech and higher-budgeted animated series. Series creator Colton, whose current whereabouts remain unknown, often emphasized that Amanda the Adventurer is all about the power of children's imaginations.
I wanted to create a show that teaches children that our world is a magical place, that there are little adventures waiting around every corner in their very own neighborhood. The show is a celebration of kids' imaginations. But really, it's all Rebecca. As soon as I met my beautiful daughter, the inspiration was there. She was so young when I adopted her. And despite what she's gone through, she's always seen the world with such kindness and joy. She's the light of my life, and it makes me so happy to share that light with our community.
Colton disappeared shortly after striking a deal with Hamlin in late 2002. Initially resistant to the involvement of outside forces, he signed over both the rights and, according to an anonymous source, stewardship of his adopted daughter Rebecca to the company. Since that acquisition, Rebecca has not appeared in public, adding to growing concerns regarding what goes on inside the company's maximum security facility.
I've been delivering to Hamlin for years, and I only ever saw one person there. Same guy, day or night. Real sketchy. I think they live up there like some sort of commune, man. And when those kids disappeared, I don't care what their people said. They had something to do with it. Kensdale used to be a peaceful place. Then they got here, things got real weird. Real weird.
Some members of the community have suggested that Amanda the Adventurer is not the innocent program it once was, pointing to disappearances of local children and accusations of harmful influence. Faced with mounting public outcry, Hamlin has maintained denial of any wrongdoing, but declined an invitation to provide a statement to our team. For now, the Kensdale community has been left with more questions than answers surrounding the show's announced cancellation and the reclusive nature of its young star. We will share further details of this story as they develop. Coming up, think hot dogs are only for summer barbecues? Think again. When we return, we'll catch up with Chef Adrian Dingle, who's relishing all the unexpected ways you can add a little weenie magic to your Thanksgivings.
So yeah, from that secret tape, we learned that, well, Hamlin got what they wanted and then started to become more secret about what they were doing. Amanda seemed to have been trapped in here and eventually moved inside the chamber, where she got sucked into Amanda the Adventurer. I'm still not positive on who the opossum is, to be real with you. There was no clarification of who he is. I don't know. Still curious about that. If you guys have any ideas, jot down below in the comments. Would love to hear some theories. Anyways, now let's go ahead and get into this tape here. This orange tape, which you get down in the satanic area. This is about Wooly. This is Wooly, guys.
Second follow-up interview with candidate Delta 704, seeking employment in the Numa Transference Department. Please state your name.
Marcus Smootman. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Mr. Mootman, in your previous interview, we established your technical education and engineering expertise. Your skills would certainly be valuable in conducting our procedures. Do you understand that your employment here would be under the condition of strict confidentiality?
Yes, absolutely. I am thrilled to apply.
Mr. Mootman, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you adopt a cause, what is your degree of devotion to that cause?
Pretty devoted, I guess. I'd say an 8. No, a 9. I aim to please.
When you are asked to complete a task by your supervisor, what is your degree of questioning that task, even if it comes into conflict with your current worldview?
I'm sorry, questioning? Do you mean?
When you are asked to complete a task by your supervisor, what is your degree of questioning that task, even if it comes into conflict with your current worldview?
2.
Please rate your ability to suppress personal autonomy for the benefit of maintaining harmony within business operations.
Oh, wow. I'd say an 8. Nope, a 9.
Marcus, will you please turn to your left and hold? Thank you. Now face the wall, please, and hold. Thank you. Now please face straight ahead and hold. Please hold. Thank you. Now please turn to the right and hold.
Feels like a mugshot. I didn't do it, I swear. I'm innocent.
Mr. Mootman, if you please, This is standard procedure for security identification. Certainly you understand the need for high security given the tasks we discussed in your previous interview. Thank you. The interview is concluded. We will now begin your tour of the lower security clearance areas of the department. Please hold all questions until the end of the tour.
Now, it didn't seem like Marcus, aka Wooly, was taking that interview very serious. I think he didn't think it was going to be what it ended up to be, to give Wooly the reasonable doubt. I honestly think he just didn't know what he was getting himself into. He just wanted to get employed and get a job, it seemed like. And he got himself in some deep stuff that he, couldn't back out of, I guess, after signing contracts and stuff. Probably didn't read the dotted lines and whatnot. But anyways, I'm just saying that just because of the way he was acting, he was like smiling and laughing a lot. He wasn't taking it serious at all. Anyways, now let's go ahead and get into the last secret tape. This also explains more about Hamlin's story. Check it out.
This footage is submitted for evidence in the audit of the security breach occurring at approximately 16:25 today, April 8th, 2003, and the events the breach appears to have catalyzed. The footage has been unaltered from the original security rotation of cameras in Area A of the NT sector. This is the first sighting of subject SC-96. The absence of security personnel, HP-701, is noted for further investigation. Security personnel HP-653 is identified at his assigned post. There were no reports via radio of SC-96's breach. PR-362 is positively identified en route to a shift change. Two members of the SIO regulatory team codes PR-213 and 187 in their assigned lab. Nutrition lead NU-418 on a scheduled progress update with Mr. Wakefield. Clearances are confirmed. SIO regulatory team member PR-362 reported nothing of note as SC-96 moves behind her. SIO regulatory lead PR-734 escorting subject XF582KP02 to pediatric lab number 5 for mnemotocognitive diagnostic. All requirements of the scheduled shift change are confirmed to have been fulfilled. Both individuals confirmed as having 24/7 access to all areas in the facility and will not be questioned. Still unseen by any security personnel, subject SC-96 is seen here entering his daughter's room. Containment Specialist CS-226 identified making a routine deposit of biomaterials to chamber NT-A3RA-002. The shift change of PR-187, replaced by PR-362, is completed without incident. Localized aggressive tremors are observed here. Preliminary investigation suggests this is the moment of inception for the Colton anomaly. Security personnel HP-653 has been cleared for the abandonment of his designated post. His response to the tremors is deemed appropriate. Inhabitants of the farther areas of the NT sector reported no observation of the tremors that occurred at approximately 16:25. Further investigation of this first sighting of the anomaly is necessary to understanding its characteristics and movement patterns. Reports of disturbing noises in the ceiling followed the incident. Follow-up on these reports is ongoing. Respondents confirmed SC-96's injuries were fatal. Preliminary theories point to an energy surge that overloaded the Colton asset's neuropsychic system and discharged in the form of the anomaly. Understanding of the incident is limited due to the lack of direct witnesses and the Colton asset's induced unresponsive state. Attempts to capture the anomaly are postponed until further understanding can be obtained. This concludes the security.
So from that tape, we find out that, well, the evil entity that was involved with Amanda took out Amanda's dad, aka Rebecca's dad, Sam. So yeah, pretty deep there, man. There's some crazy stuff happening down here. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts about all this. I guess I'll wrap up the video here. But since there wasn't nothing interesting with answering with Hamlin, I decided I'd just uncover more of the lore of Hamlin in this video. Hope you found this video entertaining. I'm out of here. As always, most importantly, appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening. Until next time, guys. Peace.